Everyone. So in this session, we will be again proceed with the CentOS 9 VM by using Vagrant, and this time we will be doing a setup of Nginx. So Nginx basically it's a web server which is used to host website and web applications. It can also be configured as a proxy, which can be used as a load balancer or a reverse proxy. Okay, but in this video we will be only doing the setup part and checking whether our setup has done correctly or not. So prerequisite again, Vagrant should be installed in the system, and again we have Nginx setup.sh. So this would be a pretty simpler shell script file. So in this one we are using yum. We are not updating any system packages for this because Nginx is a straightforward like a installation, no dependencies needed, so we are directly installing it. Apart from this, once it is installed, we will be starting the Nginx service and then enabling it. And apart from this, we also need to create the firewall exception rules. So we are adding HTTP and HTTPS as an exception. Okay, so let's proceed. Let me open my terminal and we'll check for Vagrant version. So it is installed. Now we'll go to browser and try to copy Vagrant box name. So again we'll be using CentOS 9 only. Just click on this search Vagrant boxes. Okay, so CentOS 9. So we'll be using the default box only. Just click on it and click on the new and copy this one. Let's create the Vagrant configuration file. Let's edit it. So we just need to uncomment the network setting related configuration. So first one would be the private network one, this one. The other one would be the public network one. Alright, let me escape and save it quickly. Let's do a validation. So both private and public are uncommented. Okay, let's try Vagrant up command. So this will create a CentOS 9 VM for us. Again, it is asking for the network bridge. So it's taking a bit of time here. Almost done. Alright, so let's quickly check the status. So here are the details. VM is up. Let's do SSH. let's become the root user. Alright, let's create nginx-setup.sh. Let's on the insert mode and just copy. So this is a simpler user data script. We can type this as well, but let's follow whatever we are following as of now. Let me save this one quickly and let's execute it quickly. So in our previous installation, we were updating the packages, so that's why it was taking time. But since this time we'll be only installing Nginx, so this won't take much time. So it is still installing the required packages. And now it is installing Nginx. So it's done pretty quickly. Let's quickly check the status. So for the status, I will just copy this and try to check the status. Or typo. Alright, so this service is up. That is good. Now let's do if config to get the IP of our server on which we have done the setup. So let me copy this. Let's click on this one. So here you can see that the the test server page is displaying right now, wherein it is also telling us where the Nginx configuration is there. And let's say if we use Apache HTTP server, then we need to follow this path for the configurations. Alright, so now I'll quickly show you where this page is rendering from. So let me just do ls/usr and then share, then Nginx, and then HTML. So if you can see here, there is one index.html which is rendering, which is the test and default page for this. So let's say if we want to host something or update our own HTML page on this one, then you can replace this in index.html. So let's do it. So before updating, let's get into this path first. Alright, now I'll just try to rename this one index.html so that we can check whether our setup is done correctly or not. So we'll just update this file as backup. So right now there is no index.html. So let's create a new index.html. Not the backup ones. We'll be creating new index.html. So let me on the insert mode and let's quickly type for HTML, and then we'll just close this HTML. Alright, and now we will be using body, and then let me close this. Alright, so this is done. Now we'll just be using one more tag to check. Let me close this. You can type anything here, so just via code. Let me save this quickly and refresh this one. So here we are able to publish our static content. Now let me check for the dynamic value as well. Let's edit this one with some dynamic value. So for dynamic value, let's say we'll print host name as well. All right. So let's on the insert mode again, and we'll try to type this one. We'll create a script tag, and we'll try to place some variable. So document dot get by id. So id could be, let's say let's print host dot text content, and what would be the host? So window dot Alright, so we are just trying to get the host name, and let's print this here quickly, right? So id would be host. So we are just trying to print the host name so that we can check for the dynamic values as well. Let me refresh it. Oops. So basically we are able to see the host name, but actually okay. So just give me a moment. Let me on the insert mode. So basically, okay, let it be. Let me put it under another h1 tag, and we'll close the previous one. We'll close the previous one with another h1 tag, right? All sorted, I guess. So let me save this quickly and rerun. So all right, so our setup is working fine. For configuration, in order to make it as a proxy, we need to update the configuration, so that is not a part of this uh, session, but definitely we will be covering that as well. All right, so let's do a quick cleanup as well. So let me exit out of here. Again, we'll do the exit, and let's close let's shut down our VM with Vagrant halt. So it will gracefully shut it down, and then we will destroy the VM. Okay, so let me try this one. Destroy. Why? Okay, and let's check for Vagrant global -status. So we are done with the cleanup as well. So this is what I have planned for this particular session. If you really find it worthy, please like and subscribe, and thanks for watching this one. Thank you.